Hey y'all. So tonight we had the first um, ukulele practice. Um, we're calling it the Chapel Hill Ukulele Band, so that the abbreviation is Chub, and then we can be chubby. Um, I like it. Anyway, we had four ukuleles and a washboard and an upright bass and maracas and kazoos and a tambourine. And I had a great time. And I'm pretty much a complete noob, but I think that I figured out some stuff that when I practice it is going to make me better. So maybe I'll be uploading a video of me playing uke sooner rather than later. Um, what else? My acid reflux is going crazy, and I'm having trouble swallowing food, and um, it it's usually like that happens very infrequently, but now it's happening with every bite of food that I try to swallow. So I've got an appointment on Tuesday with my doctor to try and figure out what we can do about this, because for the past couple of days, like my entire throat and esophagus, like from stomach to the back of my mouth, have been on fire, and it sucks. And I'm having trouble sleeping, and when food gets stuck in my throat, even though it's not really um, in danger of getting in my windpipe, it freaks the shit out of me. And so my anxiety's been bad, and then anxiety can upset your reflux, so it's a nasty, vicious cycle that we need to get under control again. And so in the meantime, I'm on a liquid diet, which isn't so bad. But when I when I have to get when I have to eat only liquids, I tend to lose interest in eating before I've actually eaten enough to make me full, if that makes sense. Um, so I tend to think that I've eaten enough, but I haven't really, and then I get really hungry, and I guess my blood sugar drops or something, and I get really bitchy. So that's always a fun time. So this weekend I get to pay attention to that and eat lots of soup. Um, or drink lots of soup, whatever. Anyway, and then probably the last exciting thing that I am super stoked about, um, and spent a good portion, like, and spent a good portion of today um, being excited about, even though it's way in the future. Um, I was watching a bunch of Pixie Boo videos, and I saw the one that Nick put up. It's real short. Well, it's not real short, but it's short enough. Um, about that she took when she was in the Maldives. Is it the Maldives? Maldives, right? That's what it is. Anyway, it was freaking gorgeous. And it just looks so lush and tropical paradisey. Um, that even though I assumed it would be um, way out of our price range, and something that we'd never be able to afford to do. Why is this eyebrow so much higher than the other one? Huh. I mean, I'm always doing that shit, but um. Anyway, like there are places that I would like to go that I just kind of assumed we would never be able to afford, but Nick's video made it look so beautiful that I just um, tracked down their website anyway, and it turns out that I mean, it's not cheap by my standards anyway. I think the cheapest accommodation is like $160 a night in the off season, or maybe it's $150, but that's still way more than I'm usually willing to pay for a hotel room per night, because I am fucking cheap. Um, but it's gorgeous, and that's cheap enough that I could save up for it, and we could go. Um, I don't think anytime real soon, maybe like in the next 5 years, or by the end of the next 5 years. Put it that way. But I am so psyched, and so I was pestering Greg all about it, and like, oh, you gotta go look at his website and look at all these pictures, and we can go snorkeling, and oh god, yeah, I'm not really worrying about the plane ride over and then the seaplane and stuff. That's probably not going to be that comfortable for me. Because holy crap, tropical island paradise vacation could be in the cards, which then makes me wonder how many other. I need to stop messing with my earrings. It looks gross. I'm sorry. How many other vacation ideas or locations I've I want to say lusted after, but that's not really right. You know, like you see a place and you're like, oh, I wish I could go there, um, but never really thought that it was realistic. Um, but maybe I should look into it. I mean, maybe those places we could afford if we just saved up for it for a while. Um, anyway, so excited. Tropical island vacation. Um, I guess at some point it's gonna hit me that this isn't gonna happen anytime real soon, and then I'll be a little home about having to wait. But today I'm just like, God, it's so gorgeous. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch Resident Evil Afterlife. Finally getting around to that, and edit pictures of the makeup look I tried today. It was good in theory, but it didn't really work out the way I'd hoped. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I wanted. And I used Darling Girl Cosmetics, and it was totally my own fault because I am not good at pairing shadows. I have absolutely no complaints with the products that I use. I think Darling Girl is fantastic. And the shadows were pigmented and they were beautiful, and I just picked out two that I didn't like together once they were on my eyelids. When they were in the bags, they kind of looked like they'd go well. But anyway, that's for the blog post, so I'll stop rambling. Good night.